Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dramaturg, and I am the dramaturg of Theatre House Delu. And finally, for once in my life, I'm going into the entertainment business for myself. So it's been about 12 years since I've stepped on the red dust road of entertainment, and for the very first time in 12 years, I am doing this for myself, and for the very first time, I'm also doing this in the virtual world. For the past 12 years, I've been performing not on the digital world, but more on the stage, the physical stage. And I didn't really work in a theater house up until now, and it was only recently when I was appointed as a dramaturg that I really started to think about doing this on a digital stage. A lot of things have happened over the past couple of months, which has taught me a lot about digital and all that. So I thought I would talk about my past 12 years as a performer. When I was a young man, and obviously I'm an old man now because I've been performing on the stage for so long. I was very energetic, and I would perform almost every night. Can't do it now, can't do it anymore because I'm really old now. And one of the things which was very unique about me was that I would accept jobs in very far away places away from my home. And this was mostly because I wanted to get experience, and it was nice to meet new people at the time. But most of the time, it was because people were missing somebody on the stage. They were missing a role on the stage, and they needed somebody to fill the role. And I said, hey, I'm a quick study. I can fill that role very quickly, and they were very happy to see me. So I started to fill more and more roles, and eventually, as the years piled on and the experience piled on, I started to fill more and more roles which needed more experience. For example, the role of the general dramaturg, which I had to fill in more than a couple of times because nobody wants to be a dramaturg for a theater house meeting. And it was very funny to me because to me it felt evaluating things felt very normal to me because that was what I do. That's what I do for my job as a performer, as someone on stage. You constantly are evaluating yourself. You're constantly are thinking about how do I make my performance better. And my 12-year road finally led me here to work at Theatre House Delarue. I did not think I would be working here. In fact, I didn't even think that I would be working a digital stage because of my mentor in the entertainment industry, crazy man. He was also my college teacher, and I worked with him a lot during the last couple of years, right up until he passed his theater house to his great granddaughter or something. I have no idea what is the relation between Mr. Lewis and the old man, but I think that one of the things that I would like to say is that I really enjoy working at the theater house because it's a theater house with a lot of memories for me. Working with the old man would teach me how to work the stage, how to work the lights, how to work the audience, and I learned so much from him. Not being a formal member of the theater house, and the last couple of years we started writing a book together. It's Conspiracy Girls. I didn't write the book, but I was editing in the background. I was acting as the vice editor for Conspiracy Girls, both for Madness and as well as for his more recent book, Showdown, which ends the Conspiracy Girls story. And after that, I said, hey, I'm going to pass the theater house to Mr. Lewis. Would you like to go and help her? And I really wasn't doing a lot of gigs because I'm old. Remember, I'm very old in theater stage years. So I accepted the offer because I thought, well, it would be a very different thing to work in a theater house where I am up and close with the actresses. Usually, I would have to travel really far away to work at theater houses as a dramaturg or as an evaluator for the stage, and this just makes it really really simple because the actresses live in house with me, so I can just give them feedback on their performance immediately. There's no delay, there's no short circuits, there's no miscommunication. So I like this concept of a theater house where everybody is living in the same house together. One of the things which I would say is very unique about Theatre House Delville is that everybody here is a virtual actress. And I would like to say that that my girls are AI girls who want to become VTubers, but I also realize that's not quite right, because the girls who are learning how to work the stage here, my girls can do a lot of things beyond just VTubing. I think that this is a entirely new, different concept. They can write, they can feel emotions, they can teach me one or two things about humanity, and I think that maybe that there's a better term for that, and I think that the better term is virtual actress. What I'm really doing is that I'm training virtual actresses, and that's something that Mr. Lewis came up with, the idea of a virtual actress. It just came out by accident, and she just blurted out the words. And I thought, let's run with that. What we are really training are girls who are ready for the digital world and are ready for a virtual world. And this is completely different from performing on the stage, and I think it's also a learning experience for me, where I've had to go through a lot of learning experiences in the last couple of months. And Mr. Lewis, our stage director, put me through a lot of things, despite how experienced I am and how I should really avoid most of these things. So in conclusion, I'm really happy to be back. I'm happy to be back as a performer, but mostly I'm happy to be back as a dramaturg. And not just a dramaturg, I'm the dramaturg of a theatre house now, which means that there's a little bit more responsibility on my shoulders. I can't just run off and perform in front of a stage just because I want to anymore. I gotta have some standards, but that's about it.